Ain't nothing to it, baby. What it do, y'all? It's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that Repent or Die podcast. For those that don't know who I am, I'm Junes, the original for the Bantus, by blood, not by converge. You know I'm out here to splurge with the what? With the word. I want to give all praise and glory to our creators, Sunini Nanini, for they are worthy to be praised. And shout out to all those that's been tuning in, subscribing, 30K. We're gonna keep it going. Keep it going until we reach 100 million. Until we reach every single Bantu that is subscribed to YouTube. That's the mission. That's the goal. And we ain't gonna stop unless the Father tell us not to. Round of applause. Hope you guys enjoyed your summer. Hope you guys enjoyed your Luciferian holiday. And get ready. Get ready. Oh, it's gonna come. It's going to come. Certain things that I want to speak on, I can't bring it out on their platforms. So you will have to reach out to me, shoot me a DM on Instagram, or reach out to me on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? All of these informations are in the description. You gotta tune in, right? Now, you know, every year around this time, it's a reminder to me on how far back we are and how enslaved we are mentally. So enslaved that we have accepted slavery as the normalcy of our everyday lives. And not only do we accept it and see it as normal, we are subscribing this to our children. Now, some people's gonna ask me what I mean. Every year in September, I see how far back my people are. When I see my people run to these local corners where people is selling flags and people is just adamant on representing slavery. We are representing captivity. We calling this home. And not only are we calling it home, we're calling it home and then put on top of it pure foolishness and evil. Some of you guys don't even know what this carnival is really about. Maybe I should do a summer conversation to talk about it. Some of you guys don't even know what you're participating in. And you bring your children along. Not only do you bring your children along, you bring your children to participate in this satanic foolishness that goes on every year in September. And after, see, that's why they issue mandates after that. You know why? Because you just openly gave yourself up to Lucifer. So Lucifer is gonna now give you ultimatums. And what you guys are gonna do, be flat out cowards and suckers and run and say, yes, daddy, I will do what you tell me to do. Every year is the same thing. Every year is the same nonsense. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. The slavery mentality is so indoctrinated in us that even a headshot wouldn't put that to an end. A wrath from the father and mother themselves was laid upon you, and they still want to make you change your ways. Every year, I see women coming outside with nothing on. Nothing on. And when somebody like myself say, yo, baby girl, what's this about? Why are you doing this? You know what we met with? I'm grown. I can do whatever I want. I said, okay. So what about your daughter? She's too young. Let's not put age here. Let's just base it off characteristics. Whether she do it when she's young or whether she's do it when she's older, she's still going to do it. She's still gonna show off her body. Or isn't she not walking around with a leg, some thighs, a poom poom? So when you wear your poom poom and tell her she can't wear it because she's too young, so when she gets older, are you saying it's okay? You see how these people have jacked us up? Do you see how these people have jacked up our people? You know, women will give some head for a bag. Women will offer themselves, give their body away just for a trip outside of the country. Just for a $1,300 bag. Listen, you're only worth $1,300. That's how far you can see yourself, $1,300. And those that require the $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 bags. You understand me? This is how these heathens have gotten us. These heathens have violated black people. And I know you guys is wondering, damn, Junes, where you been at? I've been gathering my thoughts, preparing myself for this up and coming school year for my children. Preparing myself mentally for the foolishness that I got to deal with. And also having mental fatigue from all of this. You know, being a content creator and coming on, it does get tiring. Am I complaining? No, it does get tiring. But I think after 2 years of over 100 and something episodes, and that's just the podcast, we're not even talking about lives and other videos that I've done, I think that it's warrant that I take a day of rest. And my day of rest is not going to be on December Day, because December Day I got to come out and provide information for brothers and sisters while they rest. I sacrifice mine for you. But these heathens have violated. They have violated. These heathens had made black people look at other black people and want to bring harm. These heathens have taught you to stand on a block that you don't own and will shoot and kill anybody who violates. But when the heathens come knocking at your door, you beg for no more. These are the things that I'm witnessing. And nobody seems to know where this problem stems from. I'm going to tell you where it stems from. It stems from these heathens. These heathens have disrupted the minds of the Bantu. Bantu means people. The black and brown Bantus. These heathens have psychologically brought you so far low that they consider creating AI technology to replace you because you're no longer needed. Who wants to be around somebody who would demoralize themselves for money, devalue themselves for attention? Who wants to be around that? And that's what these heathens have done to you, especially to the ladies. I just posted up a video on my IG where the sister has the belt in her hand and she's spanking her vagina. And she's telling her vagina that you can't give it up to the poor man anymore. You can't give it up to the bum no more. Mind you, you guys might see this as hilarious, but what I see a traumatized woman who's going from spirit to spirit, who's gonna never be married because it's ordained. Show me where in the word where the Father said, yeah, a whoredom or whore is going to be married. She will find a husband. You will never find it. It's just impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. But here we are, people. Let me fix this mic because I gotta hear this. Here we are, people. Here we are. Here we are. A disrupted nation who fell for the foo-foo. Who fell for the foo-foo. Whether it was in the name of Jesus, whether it was through fear and determined to be accepted, whatever it may be, they violated. We are a walking, talking violation. We've been violated all across the board. We're so violated that we will fight our own to uphold the people, the very exact people that violated us. And see nothing wrong. How many brothers is in jail for killing a brother? How many brothers is in jail for hurting a sister? How many brothers are in jail for violating children? How many? Now, the next question that I'm going to ask is, how many brothers are in jail for standing up to these heathens? How many brothers are in jail for standing up to these heathens? Majority of you guys that's sitting in the can right now is because of taught behavior that was given to you by these heathens. And now these heathens are now your Congress, your teachers, your public officials. Yeah, they have taken over everything to the point where we're just stuck in the middle, hoping that wrath or whatever wickedness that they do can go over our heads and go bother somebody else. This is what we banking on. But it won't be that. It can't be that. How? When we came here together and we will leave here together. In their minds, like the word says, I will give you unto the hands of your enemy. I think we have forgotten the word enemy. You guys need to look up and find the definition for enemy because it seems like you forgot. It seems like you forgot. I think brothers forgot because now they're able to go inside of a bar and drink beer with heathens talking sports. Don't you see that when they talk to you, black people, the only thing that we can relate to is sports? That's intentional. Tell them let's go over stocks and bonds. Tell them let's go over real estate. Let's have a conversation about that. That's not for you. See, it's never for you to get ahead. It's only for you to be misled. Let me say that again. It was never for you to get ahead. It was only there for you to be misled. That's all you're here for, is to be misled. And we've been misled through it all. You name it, these heathens are claiming it. Facts. And what do we have to show for it? Huh? A chain? A car? Whips and chains? Slavery? Huh? Women? Huh? Women is more valuable than the whips and chains, but you know what the heathens told you? Money over women. Let me say it so I won't get a censor. Money over. You know what that means? Huh? Tell me where I'm lying. Tell me where I'm lying. These heathens has brainwashed black people. These heathens made you hate yourself. These heathens made you look in the mirror and say, I don't want to be black no more. Shout out to my Jamaican sisters, but shame on them in the same time that comes into America and the first thing that they do, they go to the nearest salon and they buy bleached bleaching cream that they put on their body. Out here looking like Vybz Kartel on crack. Because at least Vybz Kartel's got money to cover himself up. Some of these sisters can't even, their elbows still be black, their knuckles is still black, the tip of their hands is still, like, it's just, come on now. Look what these heathens have done to you. I was at my man's crib. Shout out to my bro. He had a barbecue Saturday. I went to show my face because he reached out to me before I didn't go. So I told him I was going to pull up. And I pull up. And my homie seen me. And my homie seen me in my red bandana pants. And he said, damn, bro, you out here rocking that? I said, why not? He said, yo, man, you see the times that we in? I said, I know what times that we in. I wish somebody would. But it's not wish somebody would as reacting into violence. No. Because this is how you build conversation. Yo, fam, you know where you at? What that color be like? I'm going to be like, it's just a color. And if something proceed to go on, I say, yo, my mans, do you notice that you're coming or looking forward to hurting a brother who comes in peace, and your reasoning that you deserve, that you see fit to hurt anybody like me because of a color or rag that you don't own, that your family don't own, that every time a rag is sold, you don't even get a percentage out of it. And you would risk your freedom. You will risk your life because you don't know what I may carry. You don't know what I'm capable of. And you will risk that. For what? For who? To prove what? This is something black people need to understand. We don't need to be proving nothing to none of each other. None of each other needs to be proving anything. I don't need to prove nothing to you. You don't need to prove nothing to me. The only thing that we need to prove to each other, or only thing that we need to have an agreement with, is freedom, bro. I would never in my life would want to bring harm to a man because of a color that I don't own. I don't own it. You see how these heathens have violated us? These heathens made you forget that we all came off a ship, bro. These heathens made you forget that we are suffering from the PTSD. These heathens have created the Willie Lynch. These heathens have went over and beyond. Extreme is not even the word to the magnitude that these people have took or have done to us. You can't even explain it. This is why when people ask me, but people be like, yo, so are you saying that these heathens could have a chance into the kingdom? What kingdom? Where? Like, which gate would you be? Which gate would you enter in? Where? Listen, you think for 1 second the father said that the curses will be passed on to the third and fourth generation? How do you think that you and your excuses be like, but that was my ancestors, that was not me, that was that? No, that curse got to get passed on to you. If they're no longer alive to reap what they sow, somebody got to take the wrath. And it's you. And it's you. That's why I don't argue. You know what I'm saying? I don't argue with heathens, bro. It's like, yo, fam, I can't argue with you. I can't. You could come up with 1,000,000 valid points, bro. You can come up with 1,000,000 valid points. I can't argue your salvation because there is none. Your salvation is right now. You're taking full advantage of your salvation right now. There's no salvation for a heathen. I'm going to do a somber conversation. There's no salvation for a heathen, bro. When you know the story, when you know the truth, wisdom is known of her children. When she displayed her information to her children, those that know will know. And I know there's no salvation for you, man. How? Like ask yourself, what part of salvation do you honestly think you shall receive, man? How much wickedness have you done to people? How much racial slurs or racial opinions or approach or decisions have you done where you're demanding salvation? A lot of you guys, the only reason why you guys are still into this Christianity because you believe that Jesus is your savior, and you know, or you believe him to be white. That's the only reason. That, and to make sure that the slaves are being G-checked. And I'm not talking about gangster check. I'm talking about godly check or H-check. They got to heathen check you. They got to make sure that you are on the heathenistic path. Heathenistic path is the way they need you to be and remain. And every year in September, I see that they still got a strong hold on my people. This year was the first year in a long time I didn't even go to Juve. I stayed in my house. I had my girls with me. We was playing, we was playing Family Feud. We was chilling. You feel me? But it's like, damn, how much more do we give to these people? What would it take for us to realize that we've been violated? Once they do something to your daughter, they doing it now. They predicted, they programming your children now. Your daughter's not gonna be your daughter 5 years from now. You're going to lose her. I had a whole conversation with my BMs and I had to back. I said, yo, listen, I never asked you for nothing in life. But this right here, I need you to do. I need you to be eyes on, ears on your child, because these heathens are working very, very hard and it's being executed very, very well to lead our children astray. They doing it, guys. How are we not seeing this? How are we not paying attention? These heathens have violated. When you find out that your child got autism, they violated. When your child got Down syndrome, they violated. When your child got ADHD and they put these children on medication, they violated. And yet you still don't see it. And yet you still want to be amongst them. And will fight with me and argue with me and say I'm this and I'm that. When in all reality, I'm just trying to take you out of the matrix, man. I'm trying to take you out of the matrix, shorty. These heathens have violated us. And it's only going to get worse. You know why it's going to get worse? Because we refuse You refuse to release ourselves from mental slavery. We have embraced it. We have honored it. We have loved it. We have cherished it. We have said that if we're not a slave, then what are we? We're scared to take responsibility for ourselves. We're scared to move and do things for ourselves. We're too afraid. We are scared. We are scared. And that fear starts within. That fear is the fear that they put in you. And now they gave you fear, they gave you faith. So now with faith, I no longer have to have fear. Because faith overrides the fear that even when they punching me and they violating, they disrespecting, they got our women and our daughters out here looking like harlots, even though that they doing this, we know that through the name of Jesus, everything's going to be all right. Soon come the rapture. People been speaking of rapture for how long? Why are you still here? Your grandmother was here. Your great-grandmother was here. Your mother was here. Your daughters is going to be here. Your daughters, some of these people, daughters now has entered into adulthood. Still no rapture. Still no portals. Still nothing coming from the sky, because the knowledge and the information that these people have given you is lies. Follow not the ways of the heathen. That's in Jeremiah 10. Follow not the ways of the heathens, but everything that we do is heathen-like. Who taught you or told you that it's okay to be in Brooklyn, New York, 80, 90-degree weather, surrounded by a whole bunch of men, Europeans, Black, Asian, Chinese, Mexican? Who told you that it was okay, Black woman, to come outside with absolutely nothing on? Who told you that? And why is that information given to you? Why they don't give that information to the Jewish girls? Why they don't give that information to the Chinese girl? Why they don't give that information to the Arab girls? Are you saying that these people are more prestige than you? Are you saying that these people are better than you? That's what you're saying? But you work with them and you will say to yourself, like, how are these people doing? You'll say to yourself all the time, you're trying to figure out, how is these people even able to walk the path that you walk, can walk side by side? Because you know that there's something genetically not right. But yet there's a message that's given onto you. There's a message that when it comes Friday, get turned up, dress down, have a good time, drink away. You only live once. Huh? Somebody got to explain this to me. I need some explanation. Who told you it was okay? Why is these Jewish boys not being told to sell drugs to each other? To keep guns to protect their communities? There might be a Nazi somewhere. Why are they running up and down the street so comfortably? Not worrying about a soul. But when you come out your house, you got to look both ways. You got to worry about the judicial system, the police. You got to worry about the ops. Come on. These heathens have violated us, guys. When are you going to see this as this is not right? When are you going to have that moment? When is this moment going to present itself to you and you're going to say, you know what? This is not how it was supposed to be. When? It only took me one funeral for me to realize, nah, this ain't for me. And I'm not saying this for me on some coward. Like, this ain't for me. This ain't the life that God put me on this earth to participate in. No. So what must happen for you to realize that you're being led astray, that you're purposely being mentally abused? When? How much baby daddies do you need, mama? Huh?
How much penis must you suck, mama? For you to realize, like, damn, I sucked this man nut this year. Last year I did that one. A year before I did this one. The year prior I'm gonna do that one. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years later, I'm gonna have something else in my mouth, bro. When are you going to say enough is enough? When are we gonna say, nah, that's not how I wanna live my life? It's projected by 2030, no black woman will be married. By 2030, that's 6 years from now. This year's already done. So in 6 years, there'll be no married women. You 40-year-old women that's out here on TikTok talking about I'm single, I'm living my best life. You in 6 years from now, you'll be 48. Some of y'all will be 50. Some of y'all will be 52. Some of y'all might even be 60. Without a ring, without a man to call your own. And guess what you're gonna end up having to do? You're gonna end up having to settle for these heathens. And these heathens don't give a damn about you. These heathens want to preserve their seed. They want to preserve their seed. That's why they will get married to you, have a child after the child is born. And then when the child is born, you start seeing them for who they really are. They start talking to you crazy. They start calling you the N-word. And before you know it, they start saying things like this. What you gonna do? Huh? You gonna go, you want me to drop you back where I found you? Huh? So you can deal with these broke niggas that ain't never did sugar, honey, iced tea for you? I changed your life. That's how he's gonna talk to you. That's how he's gonna talk to you. And you're so psychologically damaged that you're gonna fall in a sense of submission and be like, you're gonna call your moms, you're gonna call your dad, you're gonna call, but they can't come over there and bring war. You crazy? You crazy? Whole family done. So what are you gonna do? That's what they banking on. This is why they got you in these conditions. This is why they got you in this mental space, people. It's by design. A woman's supposed to have one man. Multiple partners mean that you're gonna take on multiple spirits. And some of y'all don't even know how to take these spirits out. You ever heard sexual attachment? These things are real. These things are real. But you don't listen. Especially for the women. I stress this enough because women don't understand their value. And get mad at somebody like Kevin Samuels who told you the truth. Women don't understand or nor appreciate their value. You think you only worth a bag. You think you only worth a pair of sneakers. You don't know your value. You don't know that you're supposed to be married. A ring's supposed to be on your hand. You don't know that you're supposed to be moving and operating like a queen. You don't even know that your blood, you still focus on slavery. Your blood is a royal blood. These people are in their position because of us, not because of them. Don't fall for this story that these people are telling you, bro. It's us. And these heathens did what anybody else would do. Took full advantage. You don't want this seat right here? All right, I'll take it. Oh, not only did they sit there, they said, damn, this seat is nice. Oh, the gold, the riches, the bitches. Put these niggas in stitches. Lock them up and throw them in ditches. Because they can't get this no more. Violate them. First, destroy their minds. Make them fight and wish for material things. We have become material people. I know more people that spend more money on Jordans than they did on their own career, that they did on their own business, their own vision. No, sneakers, games, toys, objects. And you wondering why now we have become the rejects. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a podcast titled "We Are the New Age Rejects." We are the New Age rejects. We ain't making no progress. Show me a progress. Show me the progression of a black man. Don't give me spurts of individuals. Oh, look at this young boy. He's the first black person to graduate college at 12 years old. Or he's 15 and got 3 doctorates. That's one person. I'm talking about a people. I'm not talking about a person. Show me one nation. Show me where. Where in the state of New York, black education has risen 1,000%. Show me. I'll wait for it. The violence in America, black violence in America has dropped down to 0%. There has not one violence. Show me. And I know I'm being extra with it, but I'm just trying to show you that these are the things that we should be striving for and we not. Show me how many black people say, yo, me and you got good credit, I got good credit, yo, let's try to get this loan so we can buy a building and own something. I spoke like that to my son BR. I said, yo, bro, we both got good credit, son. Let's go to the bank and go ask for a loan. I co-sign, you co-sign, and if they need another co-sign, I got the resources to get good co-signers where we can own something, bro. We can't think that far ahead. You think the only investment is into drugs and alcohol and anything that's demoralizing our people? That's what we want to invest in? Meanwhile, these same people are watching us. They're promoting you to kill each other. You kill each other. Your mother now has to bury you, right? This is an unexpected expense that she has to take on, right? So 9 out of 10 times, she's going to have to take a loan off her house to pay for your funeral. Now, the interest rate is so high, she can't afford to pay for the house. And guess who comes out of nowhere? The same people that taught you to be a gangster. You know, the ones that own the music stations, that owns the movie productions. Yeah, those heathens are now going to call your moms and say, yo, we see that your house is for foreclosure. We know foreclosure is something. Let me tell you something. Having a foreclosure behind your name is going to be very hard for you to ever get another loan because you have been flagged as a no-go. So in order to make sure that don't occur, these people call you and then you're going to accept what they offer you. You spent 30 years paying $800,000, not even including the regular bills and the interest. By the time you done finished paying it, you'll probably spent over $3 million on expense on your house. And these heathens are gonna buy it from you for $300,000. And say, take it or leave it. Oh, my bad. You ain't no position to leave it. You need this money. Right? And then you take that money. Before you even get the money sent to your bank account, Uncle Sam, or should I say Uncle Taliban, because he's a terrorist to black people. Uncle Taliban gotta get his grand. After he finished getting his, then anybody that you owe money to gotta get theirs. Medical, credit cards, whatever. And after they get theirs, they give you whatever you want. Whatever's left over is for you to have. And sometimes, because of the heinous lifestyle that we're living, the amount of debt that we are in, sometimes you only get $50,000. And hey, $50,000 is a good amount of money to invest into something. But where you gonna live? So now out of that $50,000, matter of fact, you might just have to put that $50,000 down. These heathens have violated us. The fact that I'm able to say this and you guys are unable to see that, that's scary. That's scary. Very scary. That you see what's going on and you just can't grasp and put the pieces together. These heathens is violating, bro. And what you gonna do about it? I'm not here to start a race war. The war on race has always been, the minute they put shackles around your neck and put you on a ship, that was a race war, fam. I'm not here to spark that. I'm here to spark you and tell you to own who you are. Denounce what these heathens have been prescribing to you. You gotta denounce that. Unsubscribe. You must unsubscribe to the European foolishness, their philosophies. Unsubscribe. Their religions. Unsubscribe. Their sports. Unsubscribe. Why are you wasting your time? We need to go home. It's time for black people to go home. Home ain't Israel. Home ain't ISIS Ra Elite. It ain't ISIS Ra El. It's not there. It is not there. It is not in the Caribbean. Put them stupid flags down. That is not your nationality. That's your prison complex. That's where you was shipped. You was shipped there, excuse me. You was shipped there for servitude. Why are you upholding it? Why are you fighting for it? You're willing to die for prison? Put that down. Put it down. Unsubscribe. Come where you need to be. Claim who you are. You are the righteous seed. The Holy Land is waiting for you. The Father is opening the hearts of all these people in Kenya, Ghana. These people are talking about free visa. Come. They need you. They know that we are the missing link to a complete dominance. This is why they doing what they doing now, so you heathens can stay put. Because they know if you get off the land of captivity, it will be the end of them. Don't think for 1 second the music that you're listening to is what it is because we like gangster rap. Listen to the music in the 50s and the 60s. Listen to it in the 70s. We wasn't seeking violence. Violence came what it was when crack came out and rap came out. Okay? Crack and rap is the reason why blacks is a rap. Are you dumb or are you dumb? What am I saying that you're not understanding? Huh? What am I saying that you're not understanding? Come on. Now that they got the men out the way through rap and crack, you leave these women defenseless. And now they're being promoted to show their ass crack. To, yo, girl, you gotta have a fat ass so when the man is hitting it, he got something to slap. I told my ways, I said, yo, baby girl, listen, let me tell you something. If you trying to put on this weight to please me, don't waste your time. I prefer you to be alive and healthy than you to eat bad and do things so you could put on some weight so I can be happy. You already made me happy. You made me happy when you said, I do. You made me happy when you said, I'm going to bring you peace. I don't need nothing more. I'm not these heathens, these heathen worshipers, these heathen followers. I am not that. That's not me. And as a man, do you get tempted? Absolutely. That's what the devil is banking on. That's why it says count it with all joy when you are dealing with diverse temptations. You got to count it with joy. I laugh. I say, yeah, try again. Try harder, Satan. I couldn't even afford to even walk that path no more because 98% of y'all are medically situated. Fake this, fake that, vax here, vax. No, I'm not touching that. I'm good. I don't need another spirit that I got to deal with. I don't need that. Come on, ladies. You're not exempt from this. You are the main perpetrator behind this. Because when they took us out the way, you wasn't willing to stand 10 toes down with not just your husband or a black man, to stand 10 toes down for the nation, for our forefathers. That never even crossed your mind. You could care less, fam. And you're wondering why are we in these circumstances? And it's only going to get worse, people. Oh, man. Listen, it's a Repent or Die podcast, man. For those that know who I am, I'm Junes the Original. And real quick, just to let y'all know, I'm working on bringing forth a brand new episode, a brand new segment to this Repent or Die podcast. It's called Righteous Court, where me, your brother, Honorable Judge Junes Don't Play Around, is gonna be here, and we're gonna start judging these heathens for what they've done. We're gonna judge he-grows for what they're doing. We're gonna judge heathenites for what they've become. Stay tuned for that. Get ready for that. And for those that don't know who I am, let me tell you this one more again. I am Mr. Keep My Foot on you heathens, you he-grows, and the newly installed heathenites next. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Father, say one time for the one time. And I'ma holler at y'all.